Hello there, smooth skin. The name's Harold. I help keep this town running.
And of course, this sounds like Harold from the hub. Holy cow, is it really the same one? Smoothkin skin. It's a funny nickname. I think we understand why. That's true. I guess Lily hasn't actually met Harold before. Alright, ask him what Harold does.
Whatever it takes to keep this place together. Better job on it than me. Well, sorta. Our atomic reactors are mighty sensitive. The people I got running it mean well, but, well, they are not the sharpest tools in the shed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, what does he mean?
Need a little time on the whetstone yourself, huh? I mean, they are not too bright. Here's an example. The other day, I get a report. On it, it says the main coolant valve should be shut down. That would have caused a meltdown. That would make the Grand Canyon look like a pig walla.
Alright, so I think here's a clue on how I might be able to sabotage the reactor. The main coolant valve should be shut down. Okay. Kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. Now, I got things fixed up in time, but we came close to the end there. Whew. They need someone to watch out for them. Who'd have thought I'd be making things right? Although, if we don't get a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator pretty damn quick, there is gonna be trouble.
Yeah, asking what that is.
Well, technically, it's a thingy. Without a functional hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, we are leaking radioactive coolant into the groundwater. Now that means anyone using that water is not going to need a nightlight to take a midnight piss. Also, we need more fuel because our power plant is not burning it very efficiently.
Alright, so it sounds like Lily probably has the option to either sabotage the reactor by shutting off the coolant valve, or, what sounds like more work, trying to find them a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator and more fuel, which she's certainly not interested in. I think she'd rather just sabotage the reactor and leave them to their own fate. Yeah, but asking where you might find one anyway.
Well, I'm certain those ornery bastards in Vault City have one. Not that they'd share. Hell, even if we had one of those thingies, I'm not so certain Festus could install the dang thing.
Yeah, but I guess she's surprised they haven't negotiated, or tried to negotiate. Being that they're complaining about the polluted water.
Well, they'd only help us if they thought it was in their own best interest to do so. Not much chance of that happening.
Well, that might be easier.
They shoot ghouls on sight. Makes conversation a bit tricky.
Alright, Lily could act.
We need a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, and it needs to be installed soon, or we have got some real problems.
Alright, so that's another option. That could be easier than sabotaging the reactor. Alright, asking where they get their fuel from.
We get our fuel from the Broken Hills. That's a mining community some ways south.
Alright.
if we don't get it, you can bet those boneheads from Vault City will shut down our power plant permanently. Take dirt naps. Vault City doesn't play nice. They'll just come up here and kill all of us if we don't get that part. Well, at least I'll have a tree for a monument.
Alright.
What you need, youngster?
Alright, so asking where we might be able to trade.
Well, you might try talking to Woo's over in the Harp. You can't miss it. It's just across the way.
He's the only guy, I guess. Alright. It's one to trade in town.
What you need, youngster?
Oh, that's the tree he was talking about. That's sticking out of his head. Is that really what it is?
Jealous? His name's Herbert. I talk to him when I get lonely. Just kidding. His name's Bob. What you need, youngster?
Alright, asking Harold about the GAC.
Garden of Eden creation kit? A Gecko, right? I seem to remember Vault's had those. Don't know where you'd find one today.
Alright, that figures.
What you need, youngster?
Alright. Wow, so that was Harold. In charge of Gecko. Not sure how he found himself up all the way up here, though. Yeah. Not really. We'll look around, I think. This looks like another private residence. But, not sure which would be easier. That's the one she wants to do. She doesn't want to ruffle feathers either, though. She really wants that citizenship. So, she doesn't want to necessarily stir up trouble trying to get a part for Gecko. Probably have to look around the reactor and see how difficult it looks like it might be. Boy, look at this. Survival gear locker. Or it looks like, look at that, cars. What is this? Harold said the only place to trade was with Woo's. Here's a short ghoul. Hello there, Percy Crump here. Master merchant in the locality, but you can just call me plain old Percy. Yes, you can. Heck, everybody does. Now, what can I do for you? We're asking what's happening right here. Not a whole lot here in town. I hear Woo's rooked some newbie out of a black orchid the other day. Anyhow, other than that, my friend Woody's done gone missing. Woody? Asking who that is. Well, you see, I had a friend named Woody. That Woody, he can sleep like nobody ever did see. What's worse, he likes to travel. Really likes to kick up the dust, that one does. Well, that ain't so much of a problem around here, that is. But, last I heard, Woody was going to take a stroll over to the den. You know where the den is. Woody from the den. I don't think we saw Woody there. But I'm assuming he'd be a ghoul. Well, anyhow, like I've been saying, that ain't so much of a problem around Gecko. But, you see, people in other parts ain't so used to the way we look. Alright, so obviously he's worried that Woody's taking himself a nap in the den, as he puts it. And they would have buried the poor cuss alive. Oh, one of the gravestones. I doubt she'd ever look into that, even if she was in the den. I don't think she cares. if he's buried alive in the graveyard. Unless there's something in it for her. Well, I miss him. That's why. Percy blinks moistly at Lilly. Oh, I see. You want to know what's in it for you. Yeah, she does. Well, I know where I can get a hold of a heck of a lot of pre-war stock of genuine Rad-X and Radaway. Alright, that's worth it to her. Not to do right away, but if we're ever in the den. Don't do me no good no how, but I figure that you ought to be worth something to a smoothie like you. You gonna take the job from me or not? I'll only pay you off if I know Woody's safe. Yeah, how much is a heck of a lot? It's a darn sight more than you'll ever need. That's how much it is. Boy. We were just trying to acquire Rad-X and Radaway. If all she's got to do is dig somebody up... Alright, she'll agree, but it doesn't mean we're necessarily going to do it. I haven't looked in the journal in a long time. Retrieving the Gecko for a Royal. Car part for Smitty. Alright, that we're not concerned about. Yeah, we left that up to them. Our Gecko power plant problem. I don't know, it might be worth it, but it's just such a... The travel across the wasteland, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, to think about it. Because if so, probably needs to do it before, well, it depends what she does. If she sabotages the reactor, she's gonna have to do that first, because it probably won't survive. You know they're ghouls, there'll probably be some horrible explosion or something. Alright, looks like another residence. So I guess it depends what she decides to do. Machine shop. Yeah, it certainly looks like a mechanic's area here. But look at all this. This junkyard wannabe will never drive again. Who's that? Like somebody's... Where's Miria? Oh, I don't know who that was. Somebody's playing with doors. Look at that. A rusted piece of scrap metal cannot be restored. Who's in charge around here, though? Junk. No doubt about it. Useless junk. Lilly determines this vehicle will never drive again. Really? Yeah, it wasn't clear. Alright. There's a dog. Yeah, of course she's looking for anything. Who is that? Any automobile parts? Was it this guy? What's he doing? Ghoul citizen. That's it. It's a dead end. Can't tell if it's just a slum area or if it's living quarters for whoever might work here. It's not really clear. Oh, here's the back door. You know what? Just gonna check there in case it's tools or parts. Boy, it's hard to see. Boy, there's nothing here. Okay. Computer. But it's broken. Why don't you look at it? Oh, look at that. There's a ladder down. Holy cow. Alright, Lily, looking at this computer. Nope. Does it have to be repair? That does nothing. Nope. Maybe it's the wrong type of tool. Doesn't say that she fails to repair it. I think it's just beyond repair. This computer is broken. Alright. Well, I guess we'll peek down here, whatever this is.